Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Reduka and today we are making this fabulous mixed media cards, and believe me, you will use all of your supplies whichever you not use up till now. So basic idea of this is using all of your stuff whatever left over, and then I made these mixed media cards and they turn out so well that my family wants to put their own pictures in this card. So maybe I'll make another video with another color combination with my family's photo. So these the paper I use. This is I bought from the Michaels. You can see all the details of my supplies on my blog, as well as you can see the details on the pictures and how I use them on my blog post. So go ahead and see on that blog post also. These papers I brought from Michaels, and they have lots of fun things and mixed media kind of things, and they have lots of photos also. So I decided to use those vintage photos here. If you don't have this paper, you can use any paper you have in your stash. You can use Tim Sol photo, or you can print out your own photos in the black and white and try to incorporate them, and soon I will show you that video also. So here I'm just putting this 6x6 paper and cutting it into half, so I'll get 2 tags of 3x6. So basically I'm making 4 tags here. 2 tags I put on the hardboard. It's not a hardboard, it's a packaging board from the Amazon, and 2 cards I just put it on the cereal box. Yes, and then I use this hero art paste with the hero art scripty sentiments here, and it is looking so beautiful. You can go ahead and use whatever you have in your stash, find out the ways. I'm using Hero Arts mica sprays as well as Tim Holtz mica spray. This particularly orange spray I made it my own. I put the mini mister, some water, and Hero Arts orange fluorescent ink in that to get that kind of effect. And after putting this, I'm just wiggling them, adding more water to them to spread them to get more things. Then I'm putting little bit of pearlescent color, and that will just stick on that sprays, and that will give a little bit more glitter to them. And then I'm again adding the sprays, so I'm going back and forth with the sprays and just kind of waiting to dry them out. Then I pull out those photos, and according to that, the girl having that fluorescent color, cyan color kind of ribbon in her frock and little bit sky blue accent, so I use those colors as well as some of these colors. You can see all the vintage colors on my thing, and then I add 2 colors like sky blue as well as the citrus color to just get more pop of the colors in them. I'm making clusters here for those photos, and meantime my tags are getting dried. So I'm working here on the 4 things. You can find out what papers you have, or you can create your own papers, and then you can create the clusters. These are the dried flowers. I bought them from Amazon. Yes, I think so. I don't remember even, but yeah, I'm incorporating those. If you have those, you can put those, or you can use them. So now I can see that everything is. So now I can see that everything is dried, and where I put the little bit of chipboard kind of the cardboard kind of thing, it's little bit tilted just because of all those applications we did on it, but this one is a quite thick, and I love to cover the back side also. And then I want to use this embroidery floss on these some of the images, so I just use it in the thread in the needle, and this is the kind of quite a big eye thread. You can use any needle you have, and then I'm planning to stitch on them. So now I want to show you different techniques. We can stitch with the machine also, embroidery machine or normal machine, or we can just do the stitching with the like this thread by hand also. So how you can do this, and I want to add these dry flowers, so I already made the clusters of them. How and which one I should go, maybe I'll change afterwards, but first of all let's see how we can stitch. So whenever you're planning to stitch, I always use this foam. I just make it fun, or you can use this We Are Memory Keepers foam also to make it fun, I think. And then you can use the particular puncher for it, or you can just by just eyeballing it, you can use your now here I am just making this So here I'm just making those holes. You can use the pencil marks to make them. I just go organically, so I will get little bit abstract and it will look more organic and natural, and that will help me to sew through the more thread inside it. I'm using here embroidery floss and it is 6 strand. I didn't pull out any strand, so that will give me a little bit chunky as well as the prominent look to it. I don't have to much think about the color palette. Most of times I use the same color palette, so whatever is left over with me, I can use that. That is the beauty of this color palette or any color palette. So before stitching, I thought I should add a little bit more, and this is the Dr. Morphe's iridescent color, and you can go ahead and use any distress color also, and I'm gonna put some of it, quite a bit of it actually. We don't need that much, so I'm gonna put it inside. This is Ranger texture paste. This is opaque. You can use distress paste also, and then wiggle this really nice, and then I'm just adding few drops of these in this, and then I also want few splatters also on it. We will do splatters also, and then what I want to do is I want that little bit of brownish color but not too dark here. And then I'm just using this metal spatula knife, and then I'm gonna use another hero art thing. So for each one I want to use the different texture design from this, and I will just put this. I started stitching first, and then I thought I should do this first so that it will dry in between. Now you can see we have that texture with it, but still we are not having that color prominent, and we will use another design, maybe this design on it. I'm just using a rough cardboard in back of it to just protect the surface, but these are Ranger's matte. You can just wipe them out and you're good to go. And then for particularly this one, now whenever you're doing the mixed media, what I learned from all these, that you don't have to think much, just go whatever you feel at that moment and it's good to go. You don't have to think much. And I really like this scripture stencil coming out, and somehow I ordered it from the Hero Arts, and I just I don't know where I put it. So here I already added this, and now I want a different texture on it, maybe with the blue or green to match the thing. This one is the mica distress colors I have. I love all of them. I'm planning to buy more of them. You can use this Hero Arts also. This is Hero Arts glittery spray, and I think I'll add little bit of it. If you don't have the inks, you can use the distress cubes also for this kind of stuff, and you have to just mush it them on the any transparent or sleek surface, and that will give you this kind of idea. Now here I'm just want little bit of splatter. I don't want much of that color, so I'm just doing some irregular things here. Oh my god, this is out of here. Should I put it? And then I will add this. Now you have to see, now this becomes really muddy. This is kind of becoming gray. This is not looking much of the blue because of that brown color we added first. So I'm adding this one is from Hero Arts, I think. Yeah, and I have lots of sprays, and still I want to buy more. So now this is really vibrant. It becomes really vibrant and nice. Now I can use this stencil also, or I can introduce a new thing in it. And what I love to do is, let me see, I really like the brick pattern or these kind of small bubble patterns, or something like a very like this one or this one. So I think we will go with this one, and I will just get it done. So here we already added few stencils, but I want to add more color. Now you can see it's quite a prominent one. It's not like it's very muted one and goes in this. So these one are muted one. This is kind of little bit showing, but these are very prominent one, and I don't mind. As I told you, This thing is all about how you want or how you get it at that moment. So you don't have to think much. Just make sure that whenever you do all this stuff, you have to clean these stencils right away, or put the box of water with you so that you can add those stencils. I mostly just go and put it in a wash basin, just wash it. That's the thing I do. You can preferably do whatever you want, and we're almost done, but I think we are able to get some prints on this also. So I'm kind of seeing that which one will look nice. Maybe on this corner, maybe on this thing, and it's good. Now I have a little bit of paste left, and I just add that on the corners of this. You don't have to do that. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I'm adding. Now I'm gonna wash everything, and then I'm gonna come again to make the next step. So I know that's gonna take a little bit of time, and my main plan here is adding this stem, something like this. And now you can go ahead and use the hot glue gun to put it. I'm planning to do the stitching, and I'm gonna just round apart it. The girl is having a little bit of sky blue, it's kind of fluorescent kind of blue there, and I will use this because I have this in my stash and I already cut out it. So I'm gonna stitch it. So I'm doing nothing fancy. I just decided to put that tape back, and then I want to fix that flower, that where I want to put that dry flower. If you don't have these kind of flowers and you are not getting access from Amazon or something else, what you can do, you can find it on a local market. Sometimes I use whatever dried in my backyard or the garden, whatever you have. And if you still want more prettier stuff, what you can go, you can find the dry flowers. You can use the Prima marketing flowers, that is easily available, as well as there are many companies who sell the flower. You have to shop on the Etsy or something like that, and then you can use that. Or when you go to trip or something, like you can find these kind of stuff. My kid used to pick up this kind of stuff all the time, and I have lots of it. So now I'm just making a clusters of these things. I'm not much I'm just trying to getting the balance out of these things, and I'm just using a simple glue as well as the sellotape to stick them together, and nothing fancy. I will use the hot glue gun afterwards to put them on that manner. You can use the more like Gorilla Glue or something like that, more sticky glue, whatever find in your area or whatever you have at that time in a home. So main color palette will be little bit of vintage color themes, like greens, blacks and browns, and then from adding the pop of that color, I use this sky blue color, salty ocean color, citrus color on them, and you can go ahead and use any dye. So I have this thing with me. I just want to cute kind of bunch of the things. So I used to do these things on the cards also many years before. If you saw my channel, like I took a long breaks in between, but yeah, I used to do this kind of stuff behind my cards main focal image, and I really love to do that. Now here I'm using the staple to just put them in the place, and then I will add something, and this is a very simple like home staple. I didn't buy something. This is a very office supply everyone has, and then I'm using these dry flowers, but these are really more delicate than I thought, so I decided to use the glue on them. And then you can see that I will switch in between the different glues, like I will use the hot glue, the normal barely art glue, as well as craft glitter, and sometimes I use the clear acid, this one also, and this will add a little bit of accent to it. So this is a kind of a clear glue, but it will give a little bit shine. You go ahead and find what you have, and then I just put them on the card to just get it dry. And now these are a little bit dried, so I decided to add more to them. So in between I added these another dots with the dark color of the blue, and I think I missed that footage. I don't know how I miss it, but it's okay. Then I'm using this clear acetate smooshing technique. So if you have cheap acetate, any packaging, don't remove that packaging inside it, and you can just use that, so it will give more sturdy. And I'm just smooshing on this mat. These are the Tim Holtz mat. crafters. Yeah, these are mats I have for a long time, and then I'm just punching them the hole by saying that which direction is the right for those whatever writing I'm doing there. Doesn't matter, but yeah, if someone want to see, then it matters. So after doing that, I just decided to put these clusters on. Then I'm kind of seeing that sometimes something need more, some less, or something like that. So I'm playing with them and seeing them how they go all together. In between I gonna switch them, in between I will add more products to them. So it is like ongoing process here and there. What you want to do, you can do the same thing, you can choose the different palette also for doing the things. Then I told you that I used to do this with the cards, and I decided to do that with these tags also. So what I did is like I just grab the metallic thread and make a bunch of it, and then I just put that on it, and then it will give that kind of little bit of shimmer in your project. I like little bit of shimmer, yeah. And then I add that stone also. So if you took the Fodder School Challenge 23, it is the part of that. Elisa Bomber do this stuff in that, and but yeah, I did it a little bit differently. It's my way of doing. And then I just decided to tag, and then I do the simple things that it's not working, then I just put the sniff there. Sometimes I add the staple there. So it's totally depend how you want to do it. I just want to do it my way. I want to do it something cohesive in them. You don't have to do that if you're giving them to someone else, and each tag may be different no matter what. Here I'm planning to hang them on the wall or something like that. I want to keep them with me. Basically, I'm not giving them to anyone. So that's why I know that they should look cohesive. And here, that's why I'm adding just different things out of them. They are very 3D. Okay, so if you put them outside, they will catch the dust and everything. So I will show you in the end of the video that how you can preserve them and put them in the shadow box also, and how you can replace them also. So make sure to watch until the end. And this is not done yet. We have a little bit more to do on them. And you can see that all of the leftover pieces I'm using here. I'm not brought something new. Whatever I have, I'm just using that. So I added these floating coats on this. I didn't like show you how I did that. I heat embossed the sentiment here. I used the MF paper smoocher stamp, which is not available anymore, but I thought those greetings gonna get really nice with those. And backside I didn't do anything, but if you want to give this to someone else, you can cover a cut of same paper and you can stick it, and that's the way it gonna look all together. I really like how they come out. But my main idea here is by making all of these 4. Okay, one thing more. This is the part of the Fodder School Challenge. I think, which one is the day 3 or something. At the time it was free for all of us. Now Fodder School is started, like it's not free, it is only for the members. I'm also using the Fodder School. This is Alison Bomber's thing, that how she create the floating codes and put in there. So that's why I thought it's not I should not show you, but everything else I add is a little bit differently in my perception. She didn't tell about these stitch details or these background things or these things. I decided to use my own stuff that way. It is a little bit different. Whatever you learn from others, you can add a little bit of that. So I always make these kind of mixed media cards and papers. So if you know me, you can see that my channel is all about these kind of papers and colors. I love them. And then way before back I got these crafters papers, and they having the perfect thing for this. So for my 100 days project, what I didn't do, which may be the lack of time or something, I decided to do those stuff, and that's why I created these, and I'm planning to frame them. So where I'm planning to frame them is this one. So this is the kind of pinboard kind of stuff. I bought it from, it's a shadow box. So whatever I'm creating 3D, that's gonna display it on it very nicely. And it is 11 by 4, so I think it's able to put all my things inside. And I want to show, oh my god, I want to show you this just because it's very easy to put all together stuff. I most of the times use these kind of frames to put my work inside, if you watch my channel. And then these are the pin boards. They give us 2 pins. So now main idea here is I can put these together with the help of the pins, or I can, you know, change some things afterwards. Like if I don't want to put them, I want to put something else inside, then I can do that also. So that is the main idea of using these frames. I bought them to create something else, but when I create these ones, I thought this is the perfect, you know, way to put. So I'm not doing anything, I'm just pinning this, and that is the easiest way, I think, to do this kind of stuff. You can use other pins also, you can use decorating pins also, like whatever you have in your stash. So it's very easy to do, to, you know, showcase your project, I can say. Yeah, that is the proper word. And then if you want to showcase something else, or the season change, like in our home we do the decorations of the home according to the season, so you can change them according to seasons also. And this one is little big, so I'm just kind of putting here, and then I will turn them around inside, and this is the top side. I'll make sure that this is the top sides, because I want to hang that way, and I can check it, and yeah, they are good. And they are a little bit wiggly because I'm just putting the pins on the front and top of it. But if you want, you can pin on for the sides, or you can use directly glue gun to glue them. And I'm so happy how they turn out. So I hope you like this project and how I created. Love to read your comment. Let me know how you like this project. If you want to see more of this mixed media project, I can do more. So until the next crafty thing, have a crafty life. Bye bye.